what I wanted to really help people recognize is that it seems really sexy to be an entrepreneur these days. And, like I run into lots of entrepreneurs who share with me, oh, I'm going to start my own company because, I hate working for people or whatever. I've got this idea that this is, it's going to happen and I'm going to sell it for $1 billion or whatever. And like, I think there's just so many wrong points that I've heard over the years about entrepreneurs. And so I kind of want to set the record straight. So this is a very real, as Guy Kawasaki said when he read the book, he said, who in the world will want to be an entrepreneur after reading your book? And I was like, well, I'm still alive and I'm still smiling through it. But, it's like the challenges of it, I think, are really, really important, to share with people. But then also the core for me was really sharing with people, too, that I'm no different than anyone else. People would say, you're fearless. You never had any doubts about yourself. You're very confident, blah, blah. I'm like, no. I have plenty of doubts. I have plenty of failures. I have, I fear lots of different things. But I think that the difference between me and maybe group some of these, successful, maybe athletes, like people who are sort of top of their game and perceived idea of sort of these other people who differentiate themselves is that they don't try. I was at a conference speaking last year and I love getting questions at the end because you just I don't know, you just gain so much and people don't even know what they're asking you, right? But I actually came out of this conversation saying to somebody, I remember my niece was a pro soccer player. And for a long time, she had these ideas that she couldn't do something. And she ended up going and seeing a sports therapist. And I often think about when you actually see that there's like this block that you keep talking about all the time, like, I can't do that. I'm this, then maybe it's actually, people call them, coaches or whatever. Like, I actually think it's even further. Like it's like, even before you go start a company, go figure out how you knock down those walls. Go figure out, like I said, I think entrepreneurs, pro athletes, all these people, they have these fears, they have these doubts too. But the difference is, how do you ultimately move forward?